gentlemen, welcome to Lynn Classical High School for tonight's game between Lynn Classical and Beverly. Want to remind everyone that taunting and negative chants will not be tolerated during the game. Inappropriate behavior will result in you being ejected from this game and facility. Win or lose, cheer for your team in a positive manner. Now for the starting line for the visitors to Beverly. Up first, captain, number 21, Nicholas Pargaga. Number 3, Dylan Crawley. Number 11, Ryder Frost. Number 15, Luke Landman. And finally, number 10, Zachary Sparkman. Now for the home team, your Lynn Classical Rams. Up first, number 11, David Gonzalez. Number 3, Marquis Avery. Number 12, the captain, Nathan Morales-Reyes. Number 0, Derek Omar-Ridley. And the other captain, number 2, Tyler Wilson. We ask at this time that you please rise and move your cap as the singing of our national anthem will be played.
Welcome to Lynn Educational Television. I'm Afton Dean, bringing you this Lynn Classical boys basketball matchup as the Beverly Panthers are in town. And this is a very good Beverly team. They're coming in with an 8-0 record, which is good for first in the Northeastern Conference large division. You just saw the opening ceremonies a moment ago, and we're ready for some basketball. Classical coming off a second of a back-to-back here, so they defeated Somerville last night 49-40 to improve to 4-3 on the season. They sit at 5th in the GBL at 3-2 in league action. Omareji will tip it for Classical at center court, and he is joined by Ryder Frost. And Beverly wins the tip, and we're underway here in the Lynn Classical gym. And a quick score, Ryder Frost. I mentioned this is a good Beverly team. They're gonna wanna play up-tempo. Jaden Gonzalez back rims the 3. And a quick foul. Gonna go against Omareji. Derek Omareji, the senior. Beverly loves to play up-tempo. It's gonna be a tall task for the Classical defense tonight. Frost for 3. Marquise Avery with the rebound. He'll bring it up for Classical. Classical moving the ball around the perimeter. Gonzalez will reset the offense. 11 ticks on the shot clock. Gonzalez drives, kicks it, and pass picked off. Nice play by Tyler Wilson to break up the fast break. And Marquise Avery will call a play here. Gonzalez goes baseline. Floater is good. That's a good sign if you're Classical. Jaden Gonzalez in the scoring column early on here. And we're going to get a foul. Going to go against Tyler Wilson. And he gets Dylan Crowley on the way by. Crowley will go to the line to shoot 2. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And give us a like for tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by Lynn Educational Television. And Crowley makes 1 of 2 at the line. Different look for Classical with Marquise Avery bringing up the ball tonight. Wilson drives, kicks, Omoreggi out to Jaden Gonzalez. Lots of dribbling by Classical. Shot clock back down to 11, and Beverly picks it off. And we're gonna get a foul reach in on Avery. And we're gonna get quick switch on the Classical side, as that's Josiah Rivera checking in. Classical already has 3 team fouls. Omoreggi gonna check back in. Sevier in for defensive purposes. They don't want Omoreggi to pick up another personal. Gonzalez pulls it back out. Omoreggi sets the screen. Back out to Wilson. Shot clock again running down for Classical. Wilson throws it up. The senior captain spins it home. Classical 4-3 advantage here early on. And Morales in for the rebound, up ahead to Tyler Wilson. Gonzalez now controlling the point for Classical, and we're gonna get a moving screen. And that is Omoreggi, picks up his 2nd personal as he commits the foul, setting the screen. 3-pointer no good. Beverly rebounds the ball well. Kick out. Beverly ice cold to start this game from 3-point land. Avery tracks it down. And his pass nearly stolen away. It's going to stay Classical ball here. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Wilson will go to the bench. And we're going to see Elmani Medina for the first time tonight. Shot clock at 5. Marquise gonna have to make something happen. Gotta shoot it here. And Classical stifled by some good defense there. common theme early on. Classical really getting low on that shot clock in their possessions, forcing them into some tough shots. Credit to Beverly's defense. And Classical will get the ball back here. 4:25 left in this first quarter. Medina will bring it up for the Rams. Warren pops out, hands it off to Medina. Medina looking to take his man. They go into Marquise Avery. Avery pulls up. Shot doesn't go. We are halfway through this first quarter. Just 7 combined points between Beverly and Classical. And nice position down low. Zachary Sparkman scores his first points of the night. It gives gives Beverly a 5-4 advantage. Gonzalez pulls up from 3. Front rims it. Brady Warren with the long rebound. Classical will get another possession this trip down the court. And a fresh shot clock. And finally, Beverly steals it away. And Dylan Crowley lays it up and in on the other end. 7-4 Beverly lead. Avery has position down low, looking to take his man, kicks it out. And that's out off of Gonzalez. Looks like he dribbled it off his foot. Gusharin Sandhu for Classical in the game, along with Tyler Wilson. Gonna check back in. Shot no good from 3. Baseline jumper for Dylan Crowley goes. Crowley's got 5. He's your game's leading scorer. Brady Warren for 3. And Brady Warren brings Classical within 2 at 9-7. So 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Classical facing a 2-point deficit at 9-7. Before the break, you saw a Brady Warren 3-pointer. Classical within 2 at 9-7. Coach Avery called a quick timeout to talk to his defense. And Beverly gets nice position down low. Ryder Frost. Shot doesn't go, but he'll go to the line. And Ryder Frost hits the first. Makes 1 of 2. Still a 1-possession game at 10-7. A relatively quiet first quarter for both teams. Gonzalez pulls up. Shot doesn't go. Morales up high for the rebound. Fresh clock for Classical. Wilson pass is picked off, and then Beverly steps out, so Classical fortunate to retain the possession. And they'll get a fresh clock here with 1:31 left in this first quarter. Morales looking, got to get it in. Finally does. Into Sandu. Avery will reset the offense. Morales sets the screen. Wilson drives. Shot doesn't go. And Wilson commits the foul in the rebounding act. That is Classical's 6th team foul. And make it Morales. They're going to charge Morales with that foul. As mentioned, coming into this game, Beverly undefeated at 8-0. And shot doesn't go. Brooke Landman will head to the line, the junior guard. And Beverly has outscored their opponents by a wide margin up until this point. So a great start to the season for the Panthers. Classical looking to play spoiler in this non-league game. And Classical in the midst of a back-to-back-to-back stretch as they defeated Somerville last night 49-40, and they'll have to bounce back from this one pretty quickly tomorrow night as they'll be back in action right here in the Lynn Classical gym. So not a lot of time to recover between games. And Wilson gonna earn a couple free throws. Puts his head down. And an assertive drive, he'll have a couple free throws. Wilson makes 1 of 2. Beverly passes through the press nicely. And Dylan Crowley, nothing but the bottom of the net. 14-8, Classical facing their largest deficit of the night at 6. Shot clock and game clock basically in sync at 18 apiece. And they turn it over. Crowley ahead of the pack. He gets fouled. And he'll go to the line with 11.5 seconds left in this quarter. Dylan Crowley having a nice first quarter. He's got 7. Leading scorer for both teams. Makes the first. Crowley makes 1 of 2. Beverly with the rebound. And Ryder Frost right there on the offensive glass. Gonzalez gonna have to shoot it here. And shot doesn't go. So Classical stays in it for most of the first quarter, but Beverly in the midst of a little run here, and they lead it 17-8 as we head into the second quarter. And we are ready to start the second quarter here in the Lynn Classical Gym. If you're just joining us, it is 17-8, Beverly on top. It was a close first quarter for much of the way, but Beverly got the offense going near the end of that first quarter and have opened up their largest lead of the night. 9, Crowley with a steal. And Crowley has 10 points. He has 10 of the 19 Beverly points. A very good Beverly team here. Classical needs to be careful. They don't want to get down by too many here. Pass up ahead to Landman. He's got 4 on the night. Beverly up 13, 21-8. Classical's offense has gone silenced. Reverse lay-in, no good. And Crowley just throws it up, and we got a traveling violation. Warren will inbound it for the Rams. Beverly's showing some pressure in the backcourt. And they'll back off as Gonzalez brings it up. And Gonzalez's shot blocked from behind. And it's going to be out off of Classical, so Beverly will get the ball back. Beverly picking up this pace over the last few minutes. Corner 3, no good. Josiah Rivera with the rebound. Classical has not scored in nearly 4 minutes. Nice pass underneath. Bounce pass to Sevier. Sevier, the senior. The kick into the corner. Shot no good. And it's going to be out off of Beverly. Classical will get the ball back. Down 11. And Coach Marvin Avery, animated as always on the Classical sideline. Limited capacity at tonight's game with the COVID-19 protocols. Shot doesn't go. Josiah Rivera active on the glass, and we'll get a timeout from Classical. And 21-12, Classical on a little 4-0 run here to get back to within 9 at 21-12, and we'll take a short break with the timeout. And we are back. 5:46 left in this second quarter. And Beverly will inbound up by 9 at 21-12. Pull-up jumper. Rolls in and out. And we got a traveling violation. Raganka initially had the offensive rebound and then traveled with it. Beverly backing off that backcourt press for the moment. Wilson for three. And that's a big one for Classical. Dylan Crowley answers for Beverly. Crowley's got 12. They loop it ahead to Wilson. Nice pass along the baseline. Josiah Sevier, he's got 6 off the Classical bench. 23-17, Classical down by 6. And you can count the basket. And Ryder Frost looking for a 3-point play. Classical losing the battle on the boards right now with Beverly. It's been all Beverly on the glass early on. And Coach Avery not thrilled with his team at the moment. Frost hits it. Ryder Frost has 8 for Beverly in this first half. And Gonzalez gets bumped before the shot. Classical over the limit with 9 fouls. And we got over 4 minutes to play here in the quarter. Frost leading the break. In and out. It goes right to Crowley. He can't hit. A couple good opportunities for Beverly, that trip down the court. Classical down 9 here, 26-17. Coming up on the halfway mark of the quarter. And stolen away. And Sandhu gets back in the play for Classical, but commits the foul. Dangerous pass. And Griffin Francis, good anticipation on the defensive end for Beverly. Sandhu wisely commits the foul and will make Francis earn it at the line. He's got hit 1 here. 1, gonna try to go 2 of 2 and extend this Beverly lead, which is back up to 10. Make it 11. Classical got within 6 just a few moments ago. Beverly on a 5-0 run. Crowley up on Medina. And another pass nearly stolen away. Wilson gonna go baseline, met by 2 defenders. Kicks it back out. Gonzalez gonna reset, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Goes around the screen. Gets into the paint and can't hit. And Classical fortunate there as Crowley and Sparkman collide for the rebound. Neither of them can hold on to it. And picked off. Crowley got a couple Beverly players with him on the break, takes it all by himself. No whistle. Crowley's got 14, and it is a 13-point game. Nice pass by Warren off the fingertips of Sevier. Frost calling for it. Reverse lay-in, no good. Severe sets the screen. Lots of dribbling for Classical. And the shot clock back to 5. Gonzalez gonna have to pull up from 3 and hits it. Gonzalez got 5. And Classical gets beat on the glass again. Ryder Frost. He's got 10. Lots of dribbling if you're on the Classical offense right now, and not a ton of ball movement. Sandu back in for Classical. And we don't have a number 10 registered on our sheet for Classical, who's just checked in. Wilson pops out. Wilson pulls up and airmails it. Gonzalez tries to throw it off the Beverly defender. Nothing doing. And Beverly will have the ball up 12 with just over a minute left to play in this first half. Crowley goes behind the back. And we got a traveling violation. Beverly physical on the glass in this first half. And Beverly controlling the pace of the game. And they're showing why they're undefeated. And we're gonna have a Jaden Gonzalez gonna get a quick mask change before he heads to the free throw line. Misses the first. Gonzalez will look to salvage one at the line. And he does. Exchange of turnovers. And it's going to stay Beverly ball. Sandu out, Josiah Rivera, Sever back in for the Rams. Corner 3, Fred rims it. Sever in there for rebounding purposes. And Classical with the ball, under a minute to play here in the half. Gonzalez around the screen. He's got 9. And Beverly answers with a 3 of their own. Griffin Francis, he's got 5. Beverly should get the ball back, barring an offensive rebound. And Sever can't handle the pass. And we'll see if Beverly will settle for the last shot of the half. Up 11 with 15.6 ticks on the clock. In and out. And that's going to do it. So it was back and forth early on. Beverly goes on a little run. Classical got within 6 in the quarter, but Beverly will head into the locker room up 35-24, and we'll see you for the second half.
Right now, it's on live stream, but when we're recording, we put it on standby. So it's in the middle right now, currently.
And we are back for the second half of action. Classical had a tough end to that second quarter. Beverly went on a run, and they find themselves down 11, 35-24. For Classical, Jaden Gonzalez, your leading scorer in the first half with 9. And on the other side, it was all Dylan Crowley, as he had 14 first half points. And Beverly looking like an 8-0 team coming in, and they played like it in that first half. And Beverly will start the second half with the ball. Frost turnaround, no good, gets his own miss. Too strong. And Dylan Crowley, automatic. He's got 16. Classical gonna have to do a good job, or a better job, rebounding the ball here in this second half if they have any ideas of winning the game. Avery shot in and out halfway down. And Beverly won the battle of the boards in that first half. And foul gonna go against Beverly here. And they're gonna charge Braganca with the foul. His first personal. Classical was over the limit for much of the second quarter. They were fortunate they did not get hurt in the free throw department. Avery loses the dribble and then travels. Limited capacity tonight in the gym. Each player permitted to have 2 guests. And everybody socially distanced and masked up, including players, which is an MIAA rule. And count the basket. Braganca looking for a 3-point play. He was quiet in the first half, and we'll look for a 3-point play here. Marvin Avery quick to his bench. Goes right to Sevier and Warren. Beverly with their new largest lead of the night, 16, 40-24. Avery pulls up, shot doesn't go. Sevier in there for the rebound. He'll pull up from the free throw line, shot doesn't go. Beverly on the glass, looks to push. Loop it ahead, shot doesn't go. And Frost came out of nowhere. Looked like he was gonna stuff that home. Thought they might call offensive goaltending, as the ball looked to still be in the cylinder. They didn't. So credit Ryder Frost with the putback. And it is 42-24. Beverly out to a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. And whatever Coach Karakutis said in the locker room to his Panthers has worked. And they are coming out flying on all cylinders. Classical stayed in the game in the first half, but Beverly looking to run away with it here. Warren will inbound for the Rams. Into Gonzalez. Beverly will back off the pressure. Avery makes his move. Shot doesn't go. Morales in there for the rebound, rips it away. And Josiah Sevier. Where would Classical be without Josiah Sevier coming off the bench tonight? He's got 8. He's been active on the glass. Zachary Sparkman makes it an 18-point game, 44-26. Morales kicks it. Carrillo's shot blocked. And it will remain Classical ball here. Tyler Wilson, Jaden Gonzalez back in for the Rams. Omoreggi in. Gonna set the screen. Avery pulls it back out. Shot clock at 1. And Classical didn't realize shot clock was winding down. And nice cut. Basket doesn't go for Frost. Crowley somehow got that to Landman along the baseline. He threw that pass from the floor. And Landman will look for a 3-point play here. Landman made a nice cut to the basket. Makes his free throw. He's got 7 on the night. Wilson looking, finally gets it inbound. Classical gonna need some offensive production from someone. Someone gonna have to get the hot hand here in the second half, or it's gonna be a long night. Avery misses from deep. And Avery picks off the pass. Gonzalez's shot short. And Jaden Gonzalez looking up for a whistle, doesn't get it. And get that out of here. Josiah Sevier with the block. Avery pulls up, in and out. Tyler Wilson for 3. Shot no good. Credit Sevier. Sevier hanging tough on the glass. And Wilson. And it's going to be Beverly ball here. Crowley will inbound. And it will be Beverly ball. And we're going to get a timeout on the Beverly side from Coach Karakudas. So Beverly out to a good start here in the third quarter. And they are in the midst of a 12-4 run and lead it here 47-28 as we're just over the halfway mark of this third quarter. Beverly will inbound. 3:50 left here in this third quarter. And if you're joining us on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Give us a like. And we'll be right back here tomorrow night with the Classical boys once again. Avery gonna pull it out and call a play here. Nice move by Avery, kicks it. And Classical having all kinds of problems on the offensive end. Dylan Crowley lays it up and in on the other end. He's got 18. Solid night for Crowley. Avery muscles his way in, and Sevier somehow comes away with it, and then Crowley picks it off. And Landman with the easy two. So it has been all Beverly here in this third quarter. A 16-4 run for Beverly. Classical taking a lot of time off the shot clock in each possession. Lots of dribbling. And Classical not moving the ball well offensively. Sevier, Wilson, Carrillo, Morales, and Warren out there for Classical. And Wilson, the lone starter out there for the Rams. Warren from the corner. Brady Warren for three. Warren's second three of the night. He's 2 of 3 from behind the arc. And gets Classical within 20 at 51-31. And we're going to get a quick timeout on the Classical side. Coach Avery's done that a couple times tonight, called a quick timeout after the made three. And Beverly looking to stay undefeated tonight, and they're well on their way to doing that. And a good look at the Classical cheerleaders on hand tonight. And the Classical cheerleaders at every home game. So 2:13 left to go in this third quarter. Karakutis calls the play from the sidelines. And Beverly gonna get another possession. And that is Landman, Rook Landman for three. He's got 12. He's had a strong second half. And we're gonna get a foul. And they're gonna say Landman's shot. They're gonna retrack it. It was a 2. His foot was on the line. Gonzalez gonna drive. Floater goes. 13 on the night for Gonzalez. Landman pulls up. Lynn in rhythm here. Lead back up to 22 actually, 55-33. Gonzalez step back. It's a 3 for Gonzalez. And travel violation called against Beverly here. Even with that, Gonzalez 3 is still a 19-point game. And Classical are going to really need to change the tempo in the fourth quarter if they have any ideas of mounting a comeback. Beverly will get the ball back here. About a 13-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Barring an offensive rebound. Gonzalez halfway into his shot, tries to kick it, pass picked off. And Carrillo gonna commit the foul. And Griffin Francis gonna have to earn it at the line here. Beverly, of course, part of the Northeastern Conference large division. Classical, formerly part of the NEC before moving over to the GBL a couple years ago. And what used to be a regular matchup has now turned into a non-league game between these two teams. Francis makes both. Shot clock off. And they're going to say that ball was out off of Beverly. So Classical will inbound here. 21.7 left on the clock. Severe sets a nice screen. And we're going to get a push. Plenty of time for Classical to get a good shot. 12.5 seconds. Sandu will inbound into Brady. Brady Warren from the corner. Shot doesn't go. Carrillo with the long rebound. And we got a traveling violation with 6.3 ticks on the clock in this third quarter. Crowley gonna push it. Somehow gets that shot off and it doesn't go. And it was all Beverly here in this third quarter. Classical gonna need a comeback and a miracle in this fourth quarter as they see themselves down here 57-36. And we are back for the fourth quarter of action. Classical down 57-36 as they were outscored 22-12 in that third quarter. And Classical going to need some stops early on here to get some momentum in the fourth quarter. And if you're the Rams right now, you're just looking to build some momentum going into tomorrow night's game, as that will be part of 3 straight games for the Rams back to back to back. That does not happen often in the schedule, but with some of the postponements due to COVID-19, it has created some scheduling havoc for the athletic directors. Landman short with the 3. Sparkman right there on the glass. Beverly very active on the glass tonight. Second chance points. Advantage goes to Beverly. Nice up fake by Avery. Crowley all alone. Gets a good look. Gets his feet set. And that's the kind of night it's been for Dylan Crowley. And Classical having all kinds of issues scoring the basketball right now. Crowley, another good look. Doesn't go. Tyler Wilson looking to run. Tyler Wilson, he's been quiet in this second half. He's got 8 on the night. Officials letting them play a little bit here. And Gonzalez pulling out the tricks on the dribble and throws it away. For all of you joining us on YouTube Live tonight, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and give us a like. And remember, we will be bringing you complete coverage of Lynn Classical Winter Sports as we move into the second half of the season. Near steal. 3 doesn't go, and Avery loses the rebound. Ryder Frost for 3. He's got 15. Very balanced scoring attack for Beverly between Crowley, Frost, and Landman. Avery will pull up. Shot doesn't go. And who but Dylan Crowley for the putback. And we'll get a timeout on the Beverly side. So Classical down here late. And Beverly leading it here 67-38 with 5:30 left to go in the game. Great performance by the cheerleaders a few seconds ago that we just captured. Classical with the ball. Gonzalez from deep. And Jaden Gonzalez, nothing but the bottom of the net. He's about 5 feet behind the three-point line. Almost in the parking lot. He's been the one bright spot for Classical tonight. He's got 19. Nicholas Fox gets into the scoring action. His first points of the night for Beverly. And Avery loses it on the way up. And Crowley gets bumped, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line. And 4 Classical players up at the scorer's table. And Classical gonna empty out the bench here. Reggie, Warren, Morales, and Carrillo all into the game for Classical. Very good Beverly team. Classical was in it early. Credit them. But it has been all Beverly in this second half. Gonzalez goes baseline, floater goes. Crowley from deep. And the putback, good. Braganca. Gonzalez floater, no good. Morales on the glass. Gonzalez will try from 3. Jaden Gonzalez for 3. And Ryder Frost answers for Beverly. Whatever you can do, I can do better. Ryder Frost. And that's the kind of night it's been for Beverly. Gonzalez pulls up from deep. Warren, nice save, but right to Beverly. 2-on-1 break for Beverly. And count the basket. And Landman will go to the line looking for a 3-point play. Morales there. And it's going to be Beverly ball. So Classical is going to drop to 4-4 on the season. They'll fall to 500 at the conclusion of this one. This is a non-league matchup, so this will not impact the standings in the GBL, where Classical sits 5th at 3-2. Hook shot doesn't go. And it's going to stay Beverly ball. Beverly has put up points this season with ease, doing it again tonight. 77 and counting on the scoreboard. And they are number 6 in the state. Yes, I said it, number 6 in the state. throws don't go. 0 of 2 at the line. And Sevier fighting for it. And he gets fouled. Beverly not over the limit. Classical take it out underneath the basket. Inside to Carrillo. Gonzalez thought about it again. Kicks it to Sevier along the baseline. And Beverly can afford to take plenty of time off the clock here. And Joseph Carson, the junior guard for Beverly. Gonzalez step back. Back rims it, long rebound. And Jaden Gonzalez just firing here from behind the three-point line. So 1:34 left to go in the game. Fans starting to file out of this one. 79-46. Beverly outscored Classical 22-12 in the third quarter. And they've outscored them 22-10 in the fourth. Brady Warren will inbound for the Rams. Sandu kicks it. Shot no good. That's number 13, Thomas Walsh, who just checked into the game for the Rams. He sees his first minutes of the night. Carrillo will pull up from 3. Shot no good. And under a minute to play. Beverly still pushing the ball, getting into their offense. And for good measure, Brady Trask for 3. Gets Beverly into the 80s here at 82-46. Sandu pops out. Three-pointer no good. Warren's put back doesn't go. Sandu on the third try there. And Beverly can dribble it out here. They don't appear to be planning to do that. And Beverly just keeps firing away here. 11 seconds. Nice pass by Warren. Medina unable to spin it home, but nice pass on the break. And that's your final score, 82-48. So Beverly outscores Classical 42-14 in the second half. And Classical led this game 4-3 early on. And Beverly went on a little run to end the first quarter, led it 17-8. They went into the half leading at 35-24, and as I mentioned, they outscored Classical 42-14 in the second half to take this one 82-48. For Beverly, Dylan Crowley, solid night. He had 25 points. Ryder Frost with 18. And Rook Landman with 13. Those are your leading scorers for Beverly. On the classical side, Jaden Gonzalez with a solid night offensively. He had 24 points. Josiah Severa, bright spot off the bench for classical and hung tough on the glass. He scored 8. And Brady Warren, 2 of 3 from behind the arc for 6 points. And Tyler Wilson added 8 for the Rams. So classical loses a tough one to a very good Beverly team. As I mentioned, number 6 in the state. They're going to improve to 9-0 on the season. Classical drop down to 500 at 4-4 and remain 5th in the GBL at 3-2 in this non-league game. So we'll be right back here tomorrow night for complete coverage of the Lynn Classical boys basketball game. For now, final score here, 82-48. Beverly wins this one. So I'm Afton Dean. For all of you on YouTube, we hope you enjoyed it. All of you on Channel 15 Comcast, Channel 36 Verizon, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Alrighty.